Huckleberry Yahoo dog. Yeah, Yahoo Mountain Dew, yo America. You better sit down for this one. It ain't gonna be pretty. Years ago, people were able to afford to go to the hospital. They didn't have to worry about going bankrupt. They didn't have to worry about, well, at least not too much. They didn't have to worry about where the hell the money's coming from. They didn't have to worry about getting super high hospital bills. Now, probably asking yourself, Jesus, Tommy, when and how did that all change? Well, I'm going to tell you, you ain't going to like it. Years ago, hospitals were not for profit. What that meant was that they made money, enough to pay their bills, enough to pay their research, enough all that other stuff, but not no more. Then all of a sudden, some rich boys decided, well, there's a whole lot of money making going on in that area that ain't being accessed, and we're going to access it. So they did. They got investors, and well, we all know investors, there's no such thing as enough profit. Now, in the beginning, people figured, okay, let them make a little bit of profit. It's okay. There's no such thing as a little bit of profit. They get more and more and more, and they want more and more and more. And when they get more and more, they want more and more and more. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. That's the way it is. So, with all this extra profit that they wanted to make, that they didn't need to make, they turned from health care, which concentrated on the health of the human being, to profit, a profit-making center. They would deny people surgeries, everything else, because it wasn't profitable for them. Then it got worse. I know what you're thinking, Jesus, Tommy, how the hell could it get worse? Well, let me tell you, sit down for this one too. People remembered that hospitals were affordable at one time. And they remember that because they were there. They know. All of a sudden, it started getting not affordable. So the insurance companies came in. We're going to help us out. To help hide the shame, so to speak. And what you pay a little bit of money, and we're going to pay your bills for the hospital. Get a little bit of a deductible, and okay, we'll go with it. Sometimes there wasn't even a deductible. Then all of a sudden, the insurance companies figured, what the hell? There's a whole lot of untapped profit that we ain't getting, that we could. So then what they started to do was, well, we're not going to cover this. And then, well, you need surgery? Fine, you can have the surgery, but we'll cover the surgery, but we're not going to cover this part, that part, that part, that part. And at one time, if they didn't cover it, it would go to the deductible. So let's say you had a $1,500 deductible. After you spent your $1,500, they would pay the rest. Then they figure, well, that's kind of stupid. We're losing money. So now the big deal is, well, we don't cover it, and it don't go to the deductible. For example, I had $1,500 deductible with the number 3 insurance company in the country. I didn't have their top plan. I had their one down from the top plan. My meniscus surgery cost me out of pocket, you would think $1,500. No. It cost me $10,000. Profit for somebody. And now, even though there's still some people that understand that the hospitals and all that used to be free, not free but affordable, you have insurance companies who are supplementing insurance companies like Aflac and others. They're going to pay what the hospital won't. And eventually they're going to go do the same thing, but we're not going to cover this, we can't cover that, the whole deal. My point is, in the end, your children, depending on how old you are, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, They're going to suffer for this because it's only going up. And even though you don't really give a damn because, well, you could afford it, in 20 years they won't be able to afford it. They won't even be able to afford the coverage, let alone using the coverage. Right now you got people who could afford coverage, but they can't afford to use it. And this we call the greatest healthcare system that the planet has ever known? I don't think so. I think we were at one time, but not no more. Yeah, explain that to your children. Explain that to your grandchildren. Explain that to your great-grandchildren. It's called greed. That's all I got. God bless you. God bless America. Don't you dare forget to do something nice today for somebody who's going to no way, shape, or form help you or benefit your life in any way.